All right, guys, we are live. It is Sunday, the 21st of April, and I've got a great show for you. We're going to open up with some Haley Reinhart, Black Hole Sun.
In my eyes, indisposed, in disguises no one knows, hides the face.
You want to know what a woman is? That's a fucking woman.
Snake.
Holy shit.
And the sun in my disgrace, boiling heat, summer stench, neath the blackless sky looks dead. Call my name through the cracks.
Hey, what's up, Draven?
And now hear you scream again.
You get a wrench, brother.
Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Start a rain, cold and damp.
Fox Rider, my
Still
man.
warm with dyer's friend. Times are gone for honest
Times are gone for
men.
honest
Sometimes far too long for slaves.
Look at our president.
In my shoes, walking slim. In my soul, I pray to keep heaven sent hell away. No one sings like you anymore. Black hole sun, I won't you come, ba 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 ba, wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come?
Hey, 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 hey.
Won't you come? Won't you come?
Oh, we're back. Sorry about that. I knocked my goddamn shit over.
Won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun,
Black hole
won't you
sun,
come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come?
All right, we're good.
We're good.
I was having my other Wi-Fi card. I had to disable it. All right. Yes. All right, everything's all good. We got a great show for you. What's going on, y'all? Hey, it's me, Space McG, your favorite cartoon nerd with the news, and I'm back at it again doing what I do. You know how we do the things. Hold on, let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you know how we do the things that we do out here. All right, yeah. We got a great show for you. We're going to be looking at how the woke mind virus is destroying Western civilization. Yeah, it is. It's true. Hold on. All right, we're back. Sorry. I had to adjust everything. Everything was being all fucking stupid. Everything's good. Okay. So, yeah. We got a great show for you tonight. I hope everything remains stable because I put a lot of work into this show. I hate it when everything gets all brokety. Are we back yet? Jesus Christ. Sorry. All right. I got everything worked out. Everything's cool. I just had to plug it into a different fucking thing. Okay. We're all good. We're all good. It kept unplugging itself. Okay. Everything should be good now. All right. We got a great crowd starting to form out there in YouTube world. What's going on? I got Holy Harlot out there. Yeah, she sent me a cool article about Joe Biden. We're going to look at that. I got Tam Tam. All right. Yeah. Hell yeah. We got a good little crowd out here. Who else we got? We got Ronnie Braun, Never Surrender. I never will, brother. Ha. Freddie motherfucking Sodium. We got Joker Fish up in this house. Ha. We got Draven's Crip. Long time no see, brother. We've got Mansa Max, my fucking guy. We got Fox Rider up in the house. We got RC. Holy shit. I got motherfuckers up in here I ain't seen forever. I ain't seen you forever. We got Toru Okawa. Hello, Mr. Okawa. Yeah, we got a good group of people. I ain't seen all you motherfuckers forever. I'm glad everybody stopped by, because this is going to be a great show. Now, we're gonna be looking at the woke cult. We're gonna be looking at the decay of Western civilization. We're gonna be looking at the uprising of jihadism in America, and finally, how gender fluid is destroying the youth. Yes, it is. It is destroying the youth, guys. All right. Yeah. Yes. Great. And yeah, so let's kind of begin with hold on. Not that. That's not where we want to go. Okay. All right. You know, I like to open, before we get serious, I like to open with something funny. So let's go ahead and have a look at what happens when Joe Biden goes out in public. All right. This is how the American people greet Joe Biden.
Wow, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for nothing.
Thanks for nothing.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Look at him. He can't believe it.
Wow, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Fuck you.
Yeah, he's got to come. Hey, we got AFPDX up in the house. Oh, I'm glad to see you, mommy. Yeah. I bet you Joe Biden wouldn't be glad to see you, though. Would you, sir? What's going on in space? Hi, Mr. President. Yeah, so what do you have to say, sir, about the people's warm reception for you? Oh, they're not reading the right polls, Space. What do you mean, sir? Well, if they would read the propaganda that I'm putting out there, they would know that I'm the greatest president since Ronald Reagan. Why are we yelling, sir? Space, I have a hard time controlling my mental state now that I'm all riddled with dementia. Yes, sir. You certainly are riddled with dementia. Now, sir, what is this about your Uncle Bozy being eaten by cannibals? What? What do you mean, Space? I don't know nothing about that. No, sir, you said it twice last week, that your Uncle Bozy was eaten alive by cannibals in New Guinea. No, that's a MAGA conspiracy theory, Space. Sir, it's not a MAGA conspiracy theory. You literally said that. I did? Yes, sir. You certainly did. Did you know that the Pentagon actually came out and said that your uncle was in a plane that was shot down and crashed into the ocean, and there was a man that survived, And he didn't say anything about Uncle Bozy getting eaten by cannibals. He was a MAGA supporter, Space. I swear. Never mind. I shouldn't go into it, Space. You shouldn't go into what? It's all Donald Trump's fault. What is Donald Trump's fault? You, Space. You're all Donald Trump's fault. Ha. Okay. Okay, sir. All right. Hey, we got Michael, the King of Michaels, up in the house. we got Maddie J up in here. God damn, we got everybody up in here. Girl Gone Dog. We got Blind Dude. Holy shit. Now, let's see. All right, yeah, so that's what happens when this president goes out in public, guys. He gets booed, right? And if he's not getting booed, right, it's all because of cult mentality. And let me tell you guys, fucking wokeness is a fucking cult. Just look at it. Look at it with your own eyes. All right. It says, have you covered yourself in powder and atoned for your climate-related sins? Right? And here are people, it looks like, I have to think it's outside of Buckingham Palace. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. Here they are. They bought unnecessary new clothes. Exploited our planet for wasted fuel. Funding climate hell. Right? Right? It's literally a cult. This reminds me of the flagellators that whip themselves and carry crosses down the street, right? This is really a religion. Oh, it's too loud? My bad. Sorry, guys, we are live. Now, when I say wokeism is a cult, I mean it. Wokeism is a cruel and dangerous cult. Wokeism's natural logic is to destroy the lives of people of both genders, of all races, and if need be, of those of every age, all to leverage an otherwise unworkable ideological agenda, right? Wokeism has been described by its critics as the omnipresent use of race, and to a lesser extent gender, to replace meritocracy and thus ensure equality of result. What follows from implementing that ideology are reparatory actions to reward those of the present by atoning for the injustices done to others in the past, right? Now, what is that saying? It's saying that wokeism, right, wants to create outcomes that favor those who have been somehow harmed in the past, right? Or what they consider to be harmed in the past. Ha! Hey, what's up, Ash? Hey, Ash, good looking out, bro. Thanks to you, I got a new Wi-Fi card, and we should not have any problems tonight. I hope. So everybody give Ash a round of applause for hooking it up. Now, some see it as an update of the 1960s cultural Marxism fads. Others scoff that it is just a return to the 1980s style political correctness. You know, it's far worse than either of those two. Yes, still more see it as the logical successor to 1990s type race, class, and gender obsessions, albeit with a shriller and more dangerous Jacobian, Soviet, and Maoist twist, right? Wokeism's hysteria also invites comparisons to the Salem witch trials and McCarthyism. And it's just like that, right? Right? If you don't fall in line to our ideology, right, we'll name names. We'll have you removed from universities. We'll have you fired from your job, right? We'll fucking ban you on the internet. We'll censor you and silence you. And soon they'll be coming to arrest us, right? But few have described wokeism as the cruel creed that it is. Wokeism's natural logic is to destroy the lives of people of both genders, of all races, if need be, those of every age, all to leverage an otherwise unworkable ideological agenda. It is nihilist and destroys everything it touches. It tears apart foes and friends alike. Whether by fueling media-driven hatred of Donald Trump or faux deification of the disaster that is now deification of the disaster, which is now Joe Biden. Yeah, you're awesome, brother. Ash, thank you. Yeah. Woke's victims. Defunding law enforcement and defaming police resulted in record numbers of murders in 12 U.S. cities. A wave of violent crime is even hitting America's suburbs. Without much fear of arrest, indictment, conviction, and incarceration, emboldened violent career criminals for the past year have robbed, assaulted, and killed the innocent with impunity. The victims at the bus stop, the subway, or in the furniture store do not seem to warrant media or progressive attention, much less sympathy, unless the victims, right, are black people harmed by white people, right? And then it's an all-out tragedy, right? If a white guy kills a black guy defending himself, right, then the violence is too much. But if a black person kills another black person over a pair of sneakers, dead silence. Dead silence, right? Right? And they deify, right? They fucking worship, right, at the cult of wokeism. And this is what that looks like. This is the church of wokeism.
And on behalf of my country, to you and all African Americans, from the beginning of our nation's history, in honor of your ancestors and on behalf of your children, please hear this from my heart. I apologize. Please forgive us.
Oh, please.
With this prayer, I
Oh,
acknowledge
deified black man, please forgive us.
the depth of the evils that have been perpetrated against black people in America.
What are they even praying to? They're literally praying to the black man in the middle of the room. Look at this.
From
They're
slavery
praying to a black person.
to lynchings, to white supremacist laws, to the denial of voting rights,
Yes, this is
to
real.
all the ways, both large and small, all of them evil, all of them wrong, for all the oppression and all of the injustices. I apologize.
I apologize for my sins of whiteness, right? Right? Because it's a fucking cult, right? It's a cult. We have all seen the videos of the past expanse of flotsam and jetsam strewn by train thieves along the Union Pacific tracks in Los Angeles. Yet, the Wild West mess is still more than just the concrete manifestations of Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon's unhinged efforts to excuse criminals from legal consequences. Yeah, and it's having an effect. Look at what's happening in these cities, right? Here we are in Los Angeles. This is called Skid Row. Let's have a look. Right? Look, they're just all living in tents, all up and down both sides of the street, right? This goes on for miles, right? Right? There, and look, there we go. Look, both sides of the streets. Everywhere. Everywhere. These are all people that should be in mental hospitals and prisons, right? And in drug rehab centers. But they're not, right? Because this is progressivism. Instead of helping these people, right? They believe the humane thing to do is to just let them rot on the streets like this. Right? They're just letting these poor people rot out on the streets. Drug addicted, crazy. Right? They let them steal to fund their drug habits. Yeah, they do, but none of that money goes to the homeless, Holy. If they pocket it all. Then they leave the people out on the streets like this. It is a big grift. See, look, they're all selling the donations and the things that they steal, right? To fund their drug habits. Their vice. Their degeneracy. Right? Look. They're just like living right there on the corner, on the street, like that. It's insane. This is insane. Right? And it's, look at what it's doing, right? Right? Here we are in this next video, right? Everything is, all the businesses are closing away, down. They're all going away.
Thanks to your support and your comments, I'm out here exploring the retail devastation that had no exception for this city. I'm going to walk on Broadway Street, one of the main city streets. I'm just
This
going
is
to press
the,
record,
one of the
and
main
I'm going to let the
fucking
video do
arteries
the talking.
of downtown
Let's
LA.
find out.
Here's a retail
Everything's
for
closed.
lease available. This used to be a flower shop.
Now it's
Here's
a
another
fucking
one.
crack house.
For lease. 1,800 square feet.
Gone. Nothing.
Retail space. For lease. Here's the COVID hotel. In case you're into that. This used to be a pizza place.
Yeah, now
LA
it's
pizza
fucking
and more.
nothing.
Gone now.
All gone. It's all gone.
This right here used to be El Pollo Loco. All
It's a
boarded
chicken
up
shop.
now. Gone.
Fucking
Sad to
gone,
see these
baby.
high-end restaurants for lease available here right on Broadway. Here's another one right next door.
Look,
back
everything
to back.
is closed.
Here's another
Just
place that's
everything.
available and boarded up.
Everything's gone.
Boars.
This is what happens when you let crazy
Right
people
next door
make the
to it.
laws.
Another place vacant.
This is
This
what
one doesn't
happens.
have any
This
for
is
lease
a-
signs. You can tell it's completely empty.
This is a feedback loop of insanity and bullshit, right? This is what happens when you feed bullshit into insanity, into bullshit. You get this fucking decay, right? Let's see what you guys are saying. Looks like downtown Portland. Yeah. Yeah, no shit. That's just like your perception, man. Economy is great. Yeah. Yeah, SpaysE. Look, my economy is the strongest economy ever, okay? Those shops are closed because Trump's tax cuts. They took all the money away, and now the shops have to be closed. No, sir, those shops are all closed because the fucking George Soros funded DA legalized crime, and all those places got robbed so many times that they would just rather close up. No, SpaysE. No, it's all Trump's fault. No, it's your fault, sir. Let's just watch a little bit more.
And it's a large retail space. So right next door, same thing. I think this is all one big store. The whole thing.
Homelessness industrial
right next
complex.
Door, here's another one, really
Indeed,
run
Tam
down.
Tam.
Empty store, right in downtown. A few dogs.
Look at that
The
dude.
tags
He's just
are all
fucking falling out on
Run
the side
down
of the
with
street.
rain. Here's another
Right?
space.
Right? And that's fucking LA for you, right? Right? Now, record numbers in the USA are homeless. Can cities find them for sleeping in parks and on sidewalks? Yeah. So the solution, right, is not to help these people, right? It's not to put them in mental asylums or drug rehab or prison where they belong. No. It's to make what they're doing a crime, right? Right? Yeah, so we're going to lock them up for being homeless, right? Here we go. The most significant case in decades on homelessness has reached the Supreme Court as record numbers of people in America are without permanent places to live. The justices on Monday will consider a challenge to rulings from a California-based appeals court that found punishing people for sleeping outside when shelter space is lacking amounts to unconstitutional, cruel, and unusual punishment. A political cross-section of officials in the West and California, home to nearly 1/3 of the nation's homeless population, argue those decisions have restricted them from common sense measures intended to keep homeless encampments from taking over public parks and sidewalks, right? The case before the Supreme Court comes from Grants Pass, a small city nestled in the mountains of southern Oregon, where rents are rising and there is just one overnight shelter for adults. As a growing number of tents clustered its parks, the city banned camping and set a $295 fine for people sleeping there. The 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals largely blocked the camping ban under its finding that it is unconstitutional to punish people for sleeping outside when there is not adequate shelter space. Grants Pass appealed to the Supreme Court, arguing the ruling left it few good options. It really has made it impossible for cities to address growing encampments, and they're unsafe, unhealthy, and problematic for everyone. Yeah, that's absolutely true, guys, right? They are fucking unhealthy for everyone, right? Right? Where's my video? Right? Here's San Francisco, right? Same thing. Everything is closed down. Everything is closed down. Westfield Mall gave up on downtown San Francisco. Even took down their Westfield sign too. Right? This was Abercrombie and Fitch. Used to have lots of people here. Now it's all for rent. Now it's all empty, right? Microsoft store is gone too, right? Used to be a restaurant here, right? But not anymore. Michelin star Chinese restaurant used to be there. Now it's nothing. Right? It's so bad that business owners, right, are putting up sprinklers in order to get the homeless off their property. Here we go.
The city doesn't do nothing about the V situation or the encampments. The businesses take matters into their own hands. Check out what this business did. They just put hose on the roof and they just started wetting everything here. Damn. The city doesn't do nothing about the V situation or the encampments.
That's loud.
The businesses take matters into their own hands. Check out what this business did. They just put hose on the roof.
They just put hoses on the roof.
And
they're
they just
just
started
spraying all
wetting
the homeless
everything
people.
here.
Right? I don't know if that's the best thing to do, but their livelihoods, if they don't get these people out from in front of their store, right, they'll be homeless too. Right? If they can't get people to feel safe enough to come into their shop, then the business owners will be out there on the street. You know what I mean? Shit, fuck, stack. Ha ha. Shit, fuck, stack. Oh, that is you, Paige. I was about to say, that's what my buddy says. All right, now, right? Here's some more. Right? Here we are. This is, I think, the Tenderloin. San Francisco. Right? Look at it. It's like Night of the Living Dead out there. Right? Look at that. That's terrifying. How would you like to have to walk past that to get to your house? We want brain. Fentanyl. Give us fentanyl. Right? 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 It's crazy. And this is my home city. I know I show this a lot, but look at it. This is Philadelphia. This is where America started. Now look at it. It's fucking disgusting. This is my old neighborhood. Literally. We are right across the street from my old house. Right across and down the street a little bit. I used to ride this train every morning. San Francisco. Like, we are right by my house. You go left here and make another left and you're at my house, right? I used to buy cigarettes at that newsstand. Now it's all boarded up, right? Look at it. Just like San Francisco. Tents, people everywhere, right? Look at that motherfucker. They're just falling out. Look at that person just standing parallel to the ground, right? That guy in the middle of the street, he doesn't know where the fuck he is. He just knows that he just needs another fix, right? No, not a bodega, a fucking Rainbow. I used to buy my clothes there, right? Right? Now it's a place for fucking heroin addicts to fall asleep in front of. Look at them. This is what happens. This is what leftism does, right? And America is sick of it. Americans are sick of it, guys. Across America's cities, voters are driving out progressives. Thank God. Is sanity finally returning to America's blue cities? The places that incubated inept policies such as defund the police and sanctuary cities, but welcomed open-air drug use, are beginning to have second thoughts in Seattle, Portland, and San Francisco, which featured in a recent Unheard special. Lawmakers are looking at ways to curb public drug use, a move that has been symptomatic of a wider pushback against progressive policies. Take Houston as a different example. This week, progressive lost 2-1 in the mayor's race, electing a moderate Democrat, John Whitmer, and rejecting Sheila Jackson Lee, one of the reliably far-left Democrats in Congress. In addition, this city elected more conservatives and moderates to the city council. In Houston, as elsewhere, crime was cited by far the city's biggest issue. It was also behind the defeat last month of a Soros-backed prosecutor candidate in Pittsburgh district's attorney race, and in Seattle's contest for city attorney, which a Republican won. In Seattle, guys, in Seattle, a Republican won as district attorney. As it should be, right? Conservatives should be judges and lawyers, right? And prosecutors and attorneys general. I mean, look at what happens when you don't put conservatives in charge of the law. You get this fucking rot inside these cities. Meanwhile, in Dallas, another city with a serious crime problem, Mayor Eric Johnson, an African American, felt compelled to change parties, becoming the second major city, rather after Miami, to go to what many urbanistas call the dark side. Yes, the dark side of common sense, of fucking traditional values, and of good intentions, right? None of this suggests that Republicans will inherit the cities. The demographic shifts in recent years have eroded the party's potential base of middle and working class white ethnic groups, who are being replaced by both minorities and millennials, both of whom vote heavily Democratic. The key here is the potential coalition of moderate Democrats with conservatives and family-oriented multiracial groups. This is the formula that two decades ago helped elect reformist mayors from both parties across the country, ranging from Rudy Giuliani and Michael Bloomberg in New York to Richard Riordan in Los Angeles to Ed Rendell in Philly. Yeah, Ed Rendell was the governor of Philly in the early 2000s when I lived there, right? And it was getting cleaned up, right? You could walk downtown, right? Like, Kensington didn't look like that. It was still bad, but it didn't look like that, right? Their elections played a critical role in the reduction of crime and economic resurgence in all those cities. Like now, progressive politics lax law enforcement and stupefying regulations brought these cities close to bankruptcy and decay. Yeah, we just saw that. We just saw how all these cities are falling apart. But today, the problem is arguably worse. An influx of undocumented immigrants and soaring real estate prices have made the situation near untenable for Democratic leaders. The real struggle, however, will take place largely within the Democratic Party. This conflict has been intensified by shocks from the Israel-Palestine conflict, which we're about to go into right here in a little bit. With cities tending to have both large Jewish and Muslim populations, disruptions and violence have become commonplace in metropolises like New York, the world's second largest Jewish city after Tel Aviv, and Los Angeles, the fifth largest. Traditionally, Jewish voters and donors have tended to back Democrats. Yeah, but that's changing, okay? Yeah, that's what this is about to say. Yeah, yet there are signs that this may be changing. Almost all the cities that have backed anti-Israel resolutions, such as Oakland, tend to be controlled by progressive Democrats. The far left's anti-Israel stance, combined with its disdain for law enforcement, decent education, and private enterprises, are pushing many traditional Democrats to seek ways to challenge left-wing groups, such as Democratic Socialists of America, in large elections. Right? Yeah. So, it's the Democrats are basically eating themselves, right? Let's see what these people have to say about it. It's odd that, according to the progressive left, the solution to every government and institutional problem is greater funding. Yet the solution to policing problems is defunding. Oh, ain't that the truth, right? Let's see. Yet it seems that Gramsci got his way. Socialism will triumph by first capturing the culture via infiltration of schools, universities, churches, and the media, by transforming the consciousness of society. Indeed, he did. Written in 1915, that quote exemplifies the long march his ideas were embraced and embedded by academics across the West, where they were left to grow unchallenged. And these far left ideas being unchallenged is what's leading to the jihadification of the world, right? Right? Now, the West is falling. Just look at Finland, right? These are women in Finland, right, begging Muslims not to rape them and touch them inappropriately. Here we go. They made a song about it. My no-no square.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Hey, what's up, Felix?
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
No, I haven't got my ID. I have a paper ID, but it's hard to read. Not every place takes it. Let's see what people say about this. Oh, wait, here's some more. Let's see here. Nothing more destructive than white liberal women. The response of weakness and naivety. They really believe this will work? How about chemical castration and deportation? That'll stop the immigrants, yeah, by singing stupid songs. Here we go. What this world needs is more good guys with guns. I agree. Ha ha! That'll show you. Fucker. Ha. The guy, yeah. She showed him. Ha. If immigrants see this video, they run away scared. My ass. Ha ha ha. Yeah, she got that. Hey, that dude fucked around and he found out. Ha. Good guy with a gun. It works every time, guys. The Hitchhiker's Guide to Prepping for Economic Collapse. Not sure anyone would want to be touching any of those women. That's true. That's true. Let's have another look at that again. What's wrong with you, Finland?
Don't touch me
It's so funny.
This is my no-no square.
Don't touch me there. Yeah. Now, let's see here. Import the third world. Become the third world. Afghans are creating chaos and destroying the streets of Paris. Here we go. Look at them, just destroying everything. These people won't stop until they destroy us, right? Right? And let's have a look. Demographic portrait of Muslim Americans. Muslim Americans are a diverse and growing population, currently at 3.545 million people of all ages, including 2.15 million adults. The U.S. Muslim community is made up heavily of immigrants and the children of immigrants from around the world. On average, Muslim Americans are considerably younger than the overall U.S. population. Let's see here. Right? And they come from everywhere. Right? Pakistan, India, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Iraq, Kuwait, Syria, Egypt, Iran, right? Most U.S. Muslim adults are citizens. Four in 10 Muslim adults are white. I guess. 7 in 10 Muslim immigrants are married. Muslims have 2.4 children on average. Immigrant Muslims are more likely than other Muslims to have college degrees. Muslims are as likely to have high incomes, but also more likely than general public to earn less than $30,000 per year. Muslims are more likely than Americans overall to be underemployed. Half of U.S. Muslims live in households with children. Number of Muslims in the U.S. continues to grow. In 2007, it was 2.35 million, and today it's 3.45 million. So it's grown by 50% in the last 15 years, right? Hey, what's up, Steve? Now, yet with being less than 1% of the population, right? They sure are getting a lot of special treatment.
We reached out to Columbia for comment. A spokesperson declined an interview, but did say, quote, students who are participating in the unauthorized encampment are suspended. We are continuing to identify them and will be sending out formal notifications. CBS 2's Doug Williams has been following this story all day for us. He joins us live from the campus with the latest. Doug, how would you describe the scene now? I know it's been ever evolving throughout the afternoon.
Yeah, Jessica, that's exactly it. From an hour to an hour right now, it is changing. And as of right now, the protest behind me, which I'm sure you can hear, is peaceful, but it is separated from regular traffic on sidewalks. There are students up on the second level of a campus building here at Columbia, and I would say there's around 100 people on the sidewalk. Now, they are on both.
Now, it's not just in New York, right? This is a worldwide thing, guys. Here we go. Oh, wait, no, here's some more in New York.
Sir, what do you think about the American flag? What do you think about the American flag?
Well, it should be burned.
It should be burned?
Yeah.
What do you think about the USA?
Burn it all down.
Burn it all down.
You have freedoms here, no?
Supposedly.
What'd you think about Osama bin Laden and 9/11?
He did what he did because he had to do it.
So it was justified?
I said what I said.
Sir, what do you think about the American flag?
Yeah, Osama bin Laden was right. Burning everything down. Right? This is what happens when we import radical ideology into our country, right? Right? And it's not just here. Here they are in Madrid. This was today. They want to burn Israel, right? Spain is being conquered by the Moors again. Look at this. Right? They didn't even have to fire one shot. We just let them in. And now the West is falling. Now, not just Europe, guys. Not just New York City. Not just Spain, right? It's everywhere. Golden Gate Bridge. They're blocking the highway. I think this is from last weekend. Free, pet free. What the fuck does the Golden Gate Bridge have to do with Palestine? Nothing. Nothing at all, right? What does KFC? Why are they protesting KFC?
KFC, shame on you!
KFC, shame on you!
KFC, shame on you!
Stop supporting genocide!
Stop supporting genocide!
And your shit doesn't even rhyme. What a shitty chant.
Boycott Israel!
Boycott KFC!
Boycott KFC!
Boycott Israel!
Boycott Israel!
Boycott KFC!
Boycott
Yes,
KFC.
Turkey also had a protest today. Absolutely.
KFC, shame on you!
KFC, shame on you!
But not just Turkey. Toronto, Canada. Here we are. Here we are.
Thank you. Now, I want you to repeat after me one word. It's خيانة, okay? So what I said, you gonna say? Louder! خيانة! خيانة! الجسر البري! الجسر البري! تسكير المعبر! تسكير المعبر!
This is today in Toronto.
والتطبيع! التطبيع! الجسر البري! تسكير المعبر!
They want a worldwide revolution to bring in an Islamic jihad worldwide. The Ottomans were more tolerant. No shit. No shit. Now, here we are. This is from Sargon of Akkad. We have arrived at the point where the Church of England will be flying the flag of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan over Westminster Abbey. Pakistan's flag hoisted on London's Westminster Abbey. Right? We just let them in. We just let them walk in, guys. Right? They didn't have to fire a shot and they took down the West because of our own white guilt, right? Oh, the poor downtrodden jihadis, right? Here's Laura Loomer.
A woman that supports Donald Trump, you're fucking hilarious. Look at your
Excuse me, why are you waving a Hezbollah flag? Hezbollah's a terrorist organization.
Yeah. On the streets of America, they're waving the flag of jihad, right? Haji has taken over the West. We just let him. We just let him, right? Now they're screaming death to the Jews in the streets.
That's a terrorist organization.
Right?
Do you support Hezbollah?
Yes, I do. Donald Trump is anti-Semitic.
Don't put the Hezbollah flag on me.
Don't put that flag on me.
Look at him.
Why are you supporting this? This is terrorism. She is supporting Hezbollah. How come you guys don't have counterterrorism out here? That is a terrorist flag. That is a terrorist flag.
Do you commend Hamas?
They're screaming, "You're not safe here. Go!" Right? What? Oh, what a peaceful people. They're so peaceful, telling this woman that they were going to do physical harm to her. She's not safe there, they say. A Jewish woman, right?
Put makeup on, then kill yourself. Get more surgery, then kill yourself. Yeah, maybe you need more surgery. More Botox. Once you get a little bit more surgery. Put more Botox in the ass. Get a BBL, bitch. Bitch, you need a BBL. You need surgery. You look scared.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm
Look,
not
they're
moving.
fucking mobbing on her, right? Because a Jewish woman dares fucking
terrorist organization.
question the rule of Hamas in the United States.
You are supporting a fucking terrorist organization. You're supporting a Hezbollah. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my face.
What's that shit? You're on my side, bitch.
And they're saying that we are doing the genocide when they're the ones chanting death to Israel, death to America. No one is chanting death to the Palestinians, right? It is they who are chanting death to us, right? Yeah, they told her to kill herself. They said, why don't you go get your head blown off by an AK-47?
Terrorist state.
This is America.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand right the fuck here, bitch. Like, it's America. Yeah, exactly. Don't tell me to fucking move. You know what fucking
If you support Zionism, you support terrorism.
Zionism, right? Right? The big worldwide Jewish conspiracy, right? Right? This is the kind of thing that led to the Nazis, right? And it's happening right now in front of us again, right? It's happening again. In America.
You're supporting fucking Hezbollah. You're supporting Hezbollah. You're supporting Hezbollah, which is a terrorist organization. You're supporting Hezbollah, which is a terrorist organization.
And what the fuck is Israel? And what the fuck is Israel? Trash.
Israel will crumble and fall.
She likes dead babies. You like dead babies. Did you have kids?
AFPDX says a lot of these people are going to college with people from other countries and are being told, look what your government did to us.
Palestinian kids. Let's kill your kids. You want to get your kids blown up? You support people being starved?
Now, there may be truth to that, AFPDX. Yes. Did America, squander its time at the top of the pile? Yes, we did. We did. We invaded Iraq for nothing. For nothing, right? Right? But that doesn't justify, right? That doesn't justify the extermination of the Jews, right? That doesn't justify bringing Sharia law to the United States. Fucking Hajis marching down the street, acting like he owns the place now, right? Now, Biden dismantles Trump-era Title IX rules, sidesteps the issue of trans athletes in girls' sports, right? So, some people think that this legislation guarantees transgenders in sports. My understanding of it, and Fox News' reporting, says that's not the case. So let's find out ourselves. Let's see here. We'll just let these people tell us what's in it, so I don't have to read and I can drink my coffee.
happen, and there has been pushback to this. So this is not about to happen tomorrow because there's been a lot of public outcry about it. But how do you see what this change would mean?
Well, Martha, if the rule that was put out as a draft is finalized and even close to the form it was put out as, it would effectively render Title IX and the protection for girls and women to access sports meaningless, because it would say that any biological male who decided that he was a female at that point could join women's teams. And we've seen this happening on countless campuses across the country. I give a ton of credit to Riley Gaines and her fellow athletes and coaches who are really standing up and talking about the practical implications of this.
You know, I mean, in terms of what they have focused on at the Department of Education around this, I mean, we grew up during a period when Title IX was allowing young women to play sports that they never had access to before, because the funding was completely different for boys' sports and girls' sports. You know, it's like, it was either soccer or tennis, basically, before all of this happened, if you were lucky. So what would this mean for these young women?
Well, it would compromise their ability to compete against other females, because it would allow biological males to be in the center of the mix. And we've seen what has happened where it has been allowed. I mean, biological males have physical advantages. There's no two ways about it. And this would fundamentally change, or in effect, render Title IX a moot point. You can't have Title IX protections and then allow for men to be part of the teams.
Betsy, thank you very much.
Okay, that's what they say about it. Let's read this. Okay. It says, the new provisions are part of a revised Title IX regulation issued by the Education Department, fulfilling a campaign pledge by President Biden to revamp those issued during the Trump administration. So it's just because Trump did it that he's going to go and undo everything that Trump did, right? Let's go, Brandon, indeed. Under the new rules, sex discrimination includes discrimination based on gender identity as well as orientation. So sex discrimination is based on gender identity and sexual orientation, right? Remember, when they say sex discrimination, they mean you can't discriminate against women, right? Right? But now it means or people that think they're women or dudes that take it up the ass like they were a girl, right? Now, the final policy drew praise from victims' advocates, while Republicans said it erodes the rights of accused students. The new rule makes crystal clear that everyone can access schools that are safe, welcoming, and that respect their rights. Unless those people are Jews, right? Because in New York, the rabbis have told the Jewish students not to attend class at university anymore because it's too dangerous for them, right? I don't have an article for that, but it's something that I read earlier today. I just didn't put it in here. The president and his administration can't act like they care about women or our opportunities and then go and wipe out women's protection under the country's landmark sex equality law, said Riley Gaines. Title IX was passed over 50 years ago to end unjust discrimination in education, including athletics. I experienced this law undermined when female athletes like myself were told to keep quiet when a male swimmer took home a title in the women's division and deprived female athletes, her specifically, of awards, honors, and the opportunity to compete, right? With this new Title IX rewrite, the Biden administration is unilaterally erasing 50 years of equal opportunity law for women, right? Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, it will withhold funding from schools who don't recognize men who feel like women are women. Yes, yes. It doesn't say you have to let them compete in girls' sports, but it says you have to recognize them as females. Yes, which inadvertently, although it doesn't explicitly say that, one could argue that under the law you have to let them compete, right? Right? Although it's not explicit, it is implied, right? And that's terrible. That's terrible, right? Now, what that means is that women like this guy right here, right? Sir, he can force his way into women's bathrooms. Listen to him.
So I'm the one who went viral back in March of 2023 in a viral video that I made where it was a call to action or call to arms. Go out, buy a gun. If you try to stop me from going into a woman's bathroom, it'd be the last mistake you ever make. Yeah, I'm that person, and I stand by every fucking word I've ever said.
So, if you don't let this dude in the bathroom with your sister, he's going to murder you. That's what he just said. He's going to get his gun and shoot you.
The fact that I have to explain now, here we are a year later, explain why I made that video and just how many fucking stupid people there are in my comment section.
Or how many stupid people there are on my TV right now. Hold on. Look at all the morons on my TV right now. Go.
And in my DMs saying you threatened women and children. Nowhere in that video did I threaten women and children. A broken fucking record. I mean, I made that video in response to somebody else who was making unaliving statements or unaliving promises to another trans femme on this app. Yeah, I took the initiative and stood up to that motherfucker. And what?
Oh, you're so brave, so stunning and brave. SpaysE, the only reason that this beautiful young lady can't use the restroom is Trump's fault. Oh, God, every goddamn thing is Trump's fault, isn't it, sir? Well, except for the 15 million jobs I created, that's all I did that. No, sir, what you did was record inflation. No, the inflation's all Trump's fault. Why doesn't anybody believe me? Why doesn't anyone believe it's all Trump's fault? The economy's never been better. Inflation is down, SpaysE. Why won't you believe me? Because you're a liar, sir. You're a fucking liar. SpaysE, you're gonna end up like Uncle Bozy. What, drowned in the ocean? No, dead, you fucking motherfucker. I think that the president just threatened to kill me. All right. Let's hear some more of this deranged individual threatening to shoot us all if we don't let him in the girls' bathroom.
What I got in response to that was a lot of people hating me for no reason whatsoever, getting my name defamed and slandered in news articles. I've even had famous people mention me. It is what it is. I mean, they're gonna get theirs. I'm gonna get a paycheck in the end of this, so it's all good. People calling me a pedo, as long as I can find out who you are and where you live, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get, an.
Fuck you, you pedophile, you violent extremist, you woke cult member that drank the gender fluid and is now gone completely insane.
Knock on your door for that. Calling me a pedo because I am a woman
You're a
and
pedo.
I use a women's restroom and I use women's locker room. No one has ever fucking stopped me.
I'll stop you if I see you.
No one. No.
I will stop you, sir.
No one will ever fucking stop me.
I will stop you, sir.
Chaya Rat Chick, you fucking chia pet. Fucking Tim Pool with his fucking receding hairline, Beanie Boy.
Look at this motherfucker talking about a receding hairline. Sir, I have more hair on my ass than you have on your head. And my ass is almost completely bare, sir. Here, look at you. Talking about a receding hairline. Does this motherfucker not know what a mirror is? Jesus Christ. You can take all the estrogen you want, sir, and your hair will not grow back. Right?
Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh.
You're the ugliest woman
Steven
I've ever
Crowder,
seen.
All of those fucking chuckle fucks. You know, they've all got something to fucking hide. Me, I don't have nothing to fucking hide. Everything.
Except for all the child porn on your fucking hard drive. You fucking weirdo.
Everybody's ever, like, exposed about me. I don't fucking care. I wouldn't, if I wanted to be secretive, I wouldn't have put anything out there on the internet. That's the way it is.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, let's see what the people say. The only time it's possible for a male to be trapped in a female's body. That's great. That's great. He got arrested last year. He will stop a game of D&D to prove a point. Hope she finds a good Muslim husband. Oh, that gets a heart. That gets a heart. Oh, you get a heart from me, sir. Someone come get your weird theater kid and tell him high school is over. Oh, that gets a heart from me. What a delicate woman. So ladylike. He is a man. Calm down, dude. Another confused man. This fellow would be so easy to anger. After that, it's self-defense. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. That's also a pretty good one. Let's see. Trans women are really men. That dude isn't getting off his couch. No shit, he probably can't get out of the room without the fire department taking down a wall. All right. The best way to calm an angry trans woman is to say, "Calm down, sir. Nothing to hide. What about that weenie?" Ooh. Transgender. When being a faggot just doesn't get you the attention you want. Bring it. That ain't no woman. It's a man, baby. I live in Portland. I met some great people at events and matches. Maybe I should move to the coast. Maybe. Tam Tam says, I have found an amazing group of patriots on the Oregon coast that is making up for a lot of that loss. Oh, okay. You guys are having a little sub conversation. Gross. Yeah, they are gross. Right? Now, what happened here? Okay. This is from the American College of Pediatricians, okay? These are children doctors. No evidence that transgender interventions are safe for children. There is not a single long-term study to demonstrate the safety or efficacy of puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries for transgender-believing youth. This means that youth transition is experimental, and therefore, parents cannot provide informed consent, nor can minors provide assent for these interventions. Moreover, the best long-term evidence we have among adults shows that medical intervention fails to reduce suicide. Puberty blockers may cause mental illness. Puberty blockers may actually cause depression and other emotional disturbances related to suicide. In fact, the package insert for Lupron, the #1 prescribed puberty blocker in America, lists emotional instability as a side effect and warns prescribers to monitor for development or worsening of psychiatric symptoms during treatments. Similarly, discussing an experimental trial of puberty blockers in the UK, Oxford University professor Michael Biggs wrote, "There was no statistically significant difference in psychosocial functioning between the group given blockers and the groups given only psychological support. In addition, there is unpublished evidence that after a year on puberty blockers, children reported greater self-harm, and the girls also experienced more behavioral and emotional problems and expressed greater dissatisfaction with their body. So puberty blockers exacerbated gender dysphoria." Puberty blockers may cause permanent physical harm. Temporary use of Lupron has also been associated with and may be the cause of many serious permanent side effects, including osteoporosis, mood disorders, seizures, cognitive impairment, and, when combined with cross-sex hormones, sterility. Cross-sex hormones, testosterone for women, estrogen for men, may disrupt mental health. Women who identify as men are given enough testosterone to raise their levels 10 to 40 times above the female reference range. Past studies have documented multiple psychiatric problems with similar high doses of anabolic steroids like testosterone, such that 23% of subjects met the DSM, the diagnostic the mental disorder, the Bible for crazy people, right? The DSM criteria for a major mood syndrome such as mania, hypomania, and major depression, and 3.4 to 12% developed psychotic symptoms, right? So people that take estrogen and puberty blockers go insane, right? And yet no one is stopping them, right? Here's a 12-year-old who identifies as transgender about to get a tiny medical device implanted to stop their female puberty. Jets! What's going on, baby?
An estimate.
I'm gonna be right here. Then you can squeeze it.
The 6th grader is about to have a tiny medical device implanted in his left arm.
Cut this out.
Jack's dad and mom are at his side.
Oh, jeez, I'm really terrified.
Jack, just relax. Jack, it's just in your head.
Hey, Jack.
Jack, relax.
Oh, yeah. No, the fear of the needle's just in your head, but your belief that you're a little boy, oh, that's all real, right? That's real. That's physical. That's real. That requires surgery. Your fear of needles, oh, that's a psychological issue. But your desire to chop your titties off and become a boy, that's real.
Meredith's gonna put
These parents should be put in prison.
some more numbing to make sure that it's all numb, okay?
The implant stops female puberty and will keep Jack from growing breasts.
There you go.
What would you say to people who think kids are just too young to make this kind of decision?
Sure, I'm a kid, but it doesn't take a genius to realize that I'm not a girl.
You sure look like a girl. You sound like a girl. Jack me off.
An estimated 1.4 million adults in the U.S. identify as trans.
1.4 million, guys. Guys, that's like 0.4%. That's 1 in 250 people, right?
150,000 teens. But figures for younger children are largely unknown. Here in the Bay Area, there are at least 6 clinics for...
How many kids identify as a dinosaur? Huh? How many kids think that they're an astronaut, right? Just because you tell your mom what? Are they going to start giving kids rocket ships because they say they're an astronaut? Are they going to start giving them guns because they say they're cowboys? I mean, where does it end, right? Like, this is insane. This is insane.
For trans kids. UCSF serves about 800 children at its 3 clinics. Stanford sees 300 kids. Kaiser Permanente wouldn't tell us how many patients it sees at its 2 centers. But we do know there are more than 1,000 trans children served at the other 4 clinics. Some kids started therapy at 3 years old to transition socially, which means changing their names. And
how does a 3-year-old know that it was born in the wrong body? No, that's the woke mind virus. That's influence from their parents, right?
Wardrobes to match the gender they choose. Which brings us back to Jack.
You want to see it? Yeah. So
It's been more than 2 years since a medical implant began pausing his puberty.
It went really well. It's in there, and you know what? It's working right now.
Doctors recommend kids get off puberty blockers by the time they turn 14, which means Jack will soon have to decide whether to start taking testosterone to blend in as a boy, or get off the drugs to restart puberty as a girl.
Why would I ever want to go back into that shell? Because I know deep down inside I am a boy.
Your genetics, your facial structure, your voice would all tell me otherwise, right? Your ovaries, right? All of these things say you are not, right? You may be a tomboy, right? You may be a lesbian, right? But you're not a boy. You're just a confused girl that was influenced by her parents to take experimental drugs that are going to ruin you for the rest of your life, right? When I say ruin them for the rest of their life, this is what they've turned into.
Comparing apples to oranges, saying trans women are biological women is because it triggers you. And that's funny. Saying biological woman is like comparing apples to oranges because biological means anything relating to living organisms.
Comparing what? Saying natural woman, biological woman is like comparing apples to oranges. What? I'm so confused. Right? Like what this person said doesn't make any goddamn sense. Sir, your brain is not working, sir.
Or biology. And, woman is a sociological term. Literally everyone...
No, woman is a biological term. It describes an adult human female.
On this giant rock in space that we share is biological, as long as they were alive or once alive. I really don't care if you support trans people or not. I'm just asking you to pick up a dictionary. On this page, I only read studies and...
Then why don't you pick up a dictionary and tell me what a woman is? Let's find out. Woman. Woman, an adult female human being. Huh. Why don't you pick up a dictionary, sir?
Articles back to you. Very few times am I ever
Scoop
going to state my
truck!
actual opinion or thoughts on something because I'm reading truths and facts to you. If you don't like that, I don't know, maybe go reevaluate why that is.
It's funny. They tell us to use the dictionary, but the dictionary tells them that they're wrong. Oh my God. Sir, you are wrong. Bro is having a very hard time accepting that he will never be a woman. What's this?
Black-jawed faggots around here. This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
We are so lucky to have people like this who take time to educate the general population about things they don't even know, requiring educating. I think we just call it glory hole stew and leave this mess alone. Queer verb. When the small unicorn that lives inside your vagina sneezes. Oh, queef, my bad. His parents must be so proud. That's expensive tag. The horns really speak for themselves. They turn up the volume where there is none. Woke 8 out of 10. Mouth breather. He's horny. How do these people live? Do they have jobs, and who would hire them? Nobody. Now, guys, does anyone know if species-affirming surgeries are a thing yet? Many folks are clamoring for tails and wings. Okay, let's hear this lunatic go off.
I'm just wondering when there's gonna be like more species-affirming surgeries. I got bottom surgery, it's great. Love it, fantastic. Having a V is awesome, but like, how close are we to like when can I get a tail? When can I have my ears removed and pointed and put on my the top of my head instead? When can I have fur all over my entire body? When can I have my
when you stop taking estrogen, sir, you will grow body hair.
My skull restructured so that I have a snoot? What about like scales? Because I'll settle for.
I think that's already happened to you, sir. You seem to already have a snoot, sir.
Being a scaly. Could get my tongue split, like, could I be gooey? Could I get like pop pads? Could I have my legs, bones like restructured to be like digigrade? What about like antlers? Like, come on, that's gotta be possible medically. How close?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess since they turned your penis inside out and gave you a rot pocket, anything's possible, sir.
Close are we to these things? Scientists, Hank Green, I'm just wondering where.
Let's see here. I've also seen baby antlers. A foot on my head. I'll pass. Never even mention anything about improving its brain, which is probably most deserving of its attention. I can't wait for him to receive an award at the White House. Yes, this is me after the surgery. Identifies as a dolphin. Should have bought a thesaurus. Oh, you're far behind, Paige. Paige, you're like a few minutes behind, bro. Let's see. Oh, do you suppose a tattoo would count? I like to identify as a peacock. Peacock. Ha ha. The fucked up thing is that it probably is coming, for fuck's sake. Childhood jab injuries are no joke. Oh. Hey, Paige, we were just talking about that. Earlier today, my buddy Paige, who's in the chat right now, said, I think this all started when they started taking the vaccine. Yeah. Lots of LSD might help. I sure hope so. I mean, I did a bunch of LSD, and it's helped me out immensely. Look, your daddy's a dolphin. It's medication time. Yeah, that person shouldn't be taking any more experimental treatments. Now, speaking of experimental treatments, this young lady is going to tell us about the horrors of becoming a boy.
We were at day 2 of recovering from urethroplasty. I was supposed to be released from the hospital today. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because as soon as I got to the hospital, I contracted 2 infections. And what is urethroplasty? It is the reconstruction of your urethra. About 30% of trans men have this problem when they get phalloplasty
So women
done.
that turn into boys.
Meaning they cannot urinate on their own, they lose the ability to. And usually it's because of a stricture or a fistula. For me, it was neither of those. My entire urethra is actually not viable.
Oh, guys, don't you hate it when your reconstructed penis is not viable? God, I hate that. I hate it when my urethra collapses because my vaginoplasty didn't make a good penis or whatever the fuck that they're talking about. Yeah, it is
And
gross.
it didn't work at all. So he had to reconstruct one completely for me, which is why I've been in the hospital a little bit longer this time around. This is something that you really don't see much information on. So what do they do? It's actually quite gruesome what they do.
It's gruesome. We're about to hear the gruesome truth of how they make penises for women. Let's go.
They take your ding dong and they open it like a hot dog bun. And from there, they take skin grafts from your cheek and they build a urethra.
So they cut open your penis like a hot dog, and then they take skin grafts from inside your mouth.
And that has to be open for 6 months.
Look, they're bleeding inside their mouth. Look at all the blood on their mouth. Hold on. Inside their mouth. Right?
For that urethra to grow. And once that urethra grows 6 months later, they take your hot dog bun and roll it back and stitch it back together.
So right now, this person is sitting there with a opened hot dog bun, a dissected penis, just like pissing out of it. I don't know. It's gross. It sounds disgusting.
And I will be able to stand to urinate in about 6 months' time. It's very gruesome, it's very scary, but there's actually a lot of things that I'm going to be able to do that I couldn't do with my catheters in. So
yeah, like like bleed from the mouth because they took the skin out of your mouth and folded it into a penis. Whoever did this to them needs to be fucking arrested, really. This is fucking insane.
So yes, even though it'll be at a weird state for 6 months, I actually have more freedom. And that's amazing. And that's a huge plus. So I'm positive about it all.
I'm confused. This is a guy who got his dick sliced and shoved, and he's wanting to still stand and pee? No, this is a woman who has had a fake penis made, but at least 5 revisions to try and fix her ability to pee. Seems like this woman was pretty and intelligent. Why did she go and butcher herself like this? I don't know. Soft palate tissue and probably a talon surgery. Otherwise, it would have been a cadaver donor for sure. Wow. Wow. Yeah, fandom, it literally is Frankenstein. So sad. These medical procedures are barbaric, heartbreaking. What an adventure. Yeah, no shit. A huge plus. Jesus fucking Christ. Nightmares being inflicted by the so-called doctors. No shit. That's horrible. That's a tragedy. These doctors need to be put in jail. That's what I just said. Wow. Great minds think alike. You get a plus. You get a heart. Good job. Good job, person. All right. Now, here's this person bragging about getting their penis 2 years ago.
Here we are, 9 days post-op urethroplasty. And I will tell you, this has been the hardest surgery that I have gone through with my phalloplasty adventure. I have had 4 surgeries, stage 1 phalloplasty, stage 2 phalloplasty,
Here they are.
skin
This
grafting,
is in 2022.
and now urethroplasty. And urethroplasty has by far kicked my ass the most. With all of the skin grafts in my mouth, I am just in constant pain.
Why would you do that to yourself? Just for some woke points?
I would have thought that it would have healed up by now because your mouth heals really quickly. But it hasn't, unfortunately. That makes...
Well, at least she sounds like a man. An extremely gay man.
Anything that you do with your mouth, very, very hard to accomplish. Eating, talking, even drinking is very, very difficult with the skin grafts in your mouth. Your urethra failing is a lot more common than people might think. It's anywhere...
Guys, don't you hate it when your urethra fails? All right, this is disgusting. We're moving on. All right.
Part 2. Where did my nipples go? And no, I did not eat them. Whenever you have top surgery, you have the option to get your nipples reattached or to just get them taken off. And my first reason is, I look like fucking Aladdin now. I look like a...
Oh, she looks like Aladdin now. She got her nipples taken off. She has scars going across her fucking flat chest. Right? And now she has no nipples.
Goddamn Ken doll. Second of all, they can fall off. If they don't reattach properly, which happens sometimes, they will just fall off and then you have little burnt pepperonis on the ground.
Gross. And look, guys, isn't it strange? No matter how many surgeries she has, no matter how much hormones she takes, she still has a body like a girl. Look at those curves, right? Like, she would have been a sexy girl had she not destroyed herself.
And that is fucking horrifying. They also make it take significantly longer to heal and they make the healing process more painful. And I could not deal with that. I was already like so worried about the sensory overload from this. I was like, I cannot. But also, I didn't want them, so it worked out. It also costs significantly more if you get your nipples reattached.
Oh, it's just cheaper to go around without nipples. You had to get that discount, male to female, female to male fucking transgender top surgery, huh? Well, you think that that's painful, honey? From what we've just heard, wait till you get your phalloplasty. They're going to cut your mouth open and roll it up into a penis. Gross.
They won't tell you that, and they'll say that nipple grafts are free and they're included in the price, but they are including that in the price. And so with nipples, my surgery would have been $9,000, but instead it was $7,500. Also, I would say like about 60% of people that I've seen
need that money to recover after you get your fake penis cut open and have your mouth shoved inside of it. Super glue works good. Yes, it is gross. Why bother? I don't know.
On Reddit or TikTok have been unhappy with their nipple placement overall. And I know for a fact I would never be happy with it. Like, there's nowhere that they could put them where they'd be perfect, and that would drive me insane. At the end of the day, I would just look at other people that got top surgery and see what makes your heart happiest, you know?
God, she would be such a pretty girl, right? If it wasn't for that terrible haircut, that ugly hair color, the giant scars where her titties used to be, and the lack of nipples, right? She looks like a lot of Hollywood men, yeah. Yeah, because they're all girls. All the girls are boys and all the boys are girls now. Yeah, but hey, I guess going through all that's better than being misgendered. Let's hear about it.
Tried calling
my friends. Nobody's picking up, so I just am gonna dump this here. It's the middle of the day, I completely understand, but I just had a really harrowing experience at work.
You had a harrowing
I have this
experience?
one coworker who simply refuses to use the correct pronouns for me. I've called her out every time she misgenders me, and she just is resigned to not change. And
I
today
like my
just broke
nipples
something in
too.
me. I just snapped. I ended up yelling at her after the third time she misgendered me, and within like 30 minutes, like, I use they, them pronouns.
Well, you're retard. Should she just go, hey, retard? That's what I would do. After you told me 3 times that you were a they, them, I would just address you as retard.
And she got so defensive. And I just started explaining to her, like, I
love
sick and
girl
tired of
nipples.
this shit. Like,
Those are
you
my
need
favorite
to at
things to
least
put
make
in
an
my
attempt.
mouth, damn near it.
And she popped off.
I wish
got
I had
upset,
some nipples
got
in my
defensive.
mouth
What
right
are you
now?
gonna do about it? And I just said, I'm gonna be really hurt and sad. Like, that's all I can do about it.
Oh, you won't respect my made-up pronouns that aren't even mine, because pronouns are words that other people use to describe me, and you won't use the words that I made up. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, life's so unfair. I guess I'll get a urethroplasty. I guess I'll get my nipples taken off.
And the worst part is that at that point,
Hey,
my
what's up,
boss,
Jeffrey
who
Fern?
claims to be so woke and like
What's up,
happy
Jeffrey?
and joyous and making a safe, positive environment for everybody, gangs up on me with her and says, like, this is, Carson, like, shut up. This is not the time for a political statement.
Yes, no shit.
And I
You're
was
at work.
upset, rightfully so, but was trying to take such a level-headed approach to it of, like, this is not a political statement. My identity is not a political statement. It's just
His
my
identity,
identity.
her
All I'm
identity is
asking
not
you
a
to do
political
is respect
statement.
that. And it really is within our own community that people have the most rampant transphobia.
Yeah. So this person got misgendered at work. It's not like they called her a boy. They called her a her. But she doesn't want to be a her. She wants to be an imaginary unicorn. And they won't respect that, right? Right? And they wonder why they can't get jobs, right? Oh, I don't have that. What happened? Oh, no, wait. But, here's what they do in Istanbul, Turkey, when they try to have Trans Pride Day. Or not. I don't know. What's going on here? It won't play. And she'd say not, and I'd say you're a moron. No, she's a goddamn retard. All right, well, I guess that's it, guys. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to save this for another day. Yep, that's it. That's it. End of the that's all the videos I have for today, for tonight. Yep, that's it. So what's going on, guys? Is everybody having a good time? Did you guys enjoy the show? I know I sure did. I'm glad everything worked good after that little initial problems we were having. Everything kind of went really smooth after that. No, it didn't last long in Turkey. I wish it would play, but it won't play. Yeah, and now I lost it forever. Yeah. Just remember, guys, a woman is an adult female human being. Don't ever let them tell you otherwise, right? My Biden is funny? Thank you. Thank you. Hey, they thought you were funny, Mr. President. What? It's all Trump's fault. It's all Trump's fault. It's all Trump's fault, guys. Yeah. I had fun tonight. I enjoyed it. It was great. I had a good time. I'm glad we got to do this. Even though YouTube is total fucking asshole. They fucking hate my channel. That's why if you guys want to support me, I dropped some links there in the chat on how you can support me through Cash App and through whatchamacallit? Venmo, yes. So if that's something you guys want to do, I'd appreciate that. I'm trying to pull up my Patreon. They won't let me put web links in anymore. So I had to like look up my Patreon. And if you guys want to support me on Patreon, here's how you can do that. Yeah, I know I should do more Rumble, but I just don't I don't get the kind of interaction I get here. I really like it on YouTube because everybody kind of participates in the show, you know? I would love to see my channel grow again, but that's not going to happen on YouTube. Yeah, Hey, what's up, Anonymous? I'm glad you made it, bro. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, great. Yeah, well, hey, I want to thank everybody, though. You guys have been a great audience, and I had a lot of fun. And we will be back next week with the press secretary and the president as they do their things live, and we will make fun of them live. You know, sometimes it's hilarious. Sometimes I don't have a good show. You know, but that's the thing about going live with no safety net. Sometimes it's a good show. Sometimes it's not. But when it is, it's a great show because we're making it all up as we go along. I love doing that. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. All right, well, let's see. I'm trying to find something here. I can't find it. I was looking for... Where is it? Hold on. I know where it is. I think it's in the videos folder. Okay, here we go. All right, well, we're going to go out now. I want to thank everybody for coming by. And remember, we go live with all kinds of content, whatever the fuck I want. You never know when that'll be. And that's why you need to make sure you're still subscribed, because they will unsubscribe you all. Hey, here's me and my homie Paige. They are on that dope. This is my song. I made this song up once. What are you all doing? Show's over. Go home. Go home, everybody. Go home. Go home. That's my Tracy Ullman. All right. Love you guys. Yes, my research shows Sunday night is the best night to stream. Yes. Yes. That's why I do these. Because I knew I'd get a bigger crowd. Yeah, we're making better music. Well, if we can get a good recording, I'd love to prove it.
Every day they're out there always going broke for that dope. They're going broke for the dope. That's why I know that none of them can cope with reality.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, hopefully. All right.